Right. Boom, boom, boom. BB had to do it to him. Cock back if a nigga front, I'ma pop that. Got straps, you don't want smoke, you better stop that. Real nigga, there's certain shit that'll do not jack. Plus I got some killers on my side and they do not rap. Fake nigga, there's certain questions we do not ask. Perk make the body feel good like a hot bath. You niggas hot ass, your music stays for real. Blizz get it, next on that like a Navy deal. Big guns, we got big guns like a Navy SEAL. It was all a dream like Biggie till I made it real. You niggas changed for real.
What's good, y'all? Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy DJ DIOR, aka DIOR A. Smith.
I'm your boy Busy, aka Busy Van Pitout. So you want to change your name today after this A. Smith.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of that because he's pissing me.
You might have to change that name.
Yeah, man. I'm probably gonna go to like DIOR Scott.
You know what I'm saying?
Stu. Rest in peace, Stu, man. DIOR Scott. That's what they used to call
DIOR Scott. DIOR S. Scott, man.
Because I used
DIOR
to be
C.
like
Scott. DIOR C. Scott. What's
Yeah.
going on, though, brother?
So NBA's turning up, man. It seems like the off season be more interesting than the finals. So we had the Boston Celtics beat the Dallas Mavericks in the finals. Tatum and them got their first chip. Jaylen Brown was MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals, and he was Finals MVP after securing the bag for $305 million. So
Yes.
with that W, Jason Tatum, and I'm just kind of prefacing this stuff because I didn't have slides for these guys, but Jason Tatum got the largest contract in NBA history, signing a 5-year deal for $315 million.
Yep. And
And
now
then we
Boston is
have-
selling the whole franchise.
What'd you say?
Boston's trying to sell the whole franchise, man.
Yeah. Now they're trying to say,
So look what they did. Hold on for a second before we go on. So these dudes, so that's like me being your boss at your job. So you know what? I'm gonna give you a $10 raise, but I'm about to sell the company, so they're gonna have to give you the raise. These dudes
Right.
went and made them give them the highest contracts, and then say, you know what? But they gotta pay you. That's
Right.
crazy.
And the
Wow.
dude is trying to keep control of the franchise until even after he sells it.
Like
Yeah,
make
that's
that make sense. You want me to buy it
it.
and then sit back and let you still call the shots? Nah,
Right.
we're not doing that.
And the
We
crazy
can have you on a board.
Another crazy part is that the Celtics lineup, their starting five is about $940 million guaranteed.
Think about that. Come on, man.
And then they said, that's like more money than 5 hockey teams are worth. I said, holy shit.
Make it make sense.
And there was baseball teams in there. I said, wow.
Make it make sense, man.
So let's start. So I got a lot of the transaction. One transaction that I didn't get was the Mikal Bridges was traded from the Brooklyn Nets to the New York Knicks for 5 first-round picks, Bogdanovich, and like I said, 5 first-round picks, 2 second-round, I think, and one is a pick swap. So one of the first-round picks is a pick swap. So that's one slide that I didn't get up here, but I pretty much got all the transactions that have gone on. And then we're going to start it off with the king of the NBA. LeBron James signs a 2-year deal with the LA Lakers, extends his so he's going to be making $51 million a year for 2 years. And everyone was saying in these NBA circles that LeBron James was going to take a pay cut. He was willing to take $20 million less if they could secure Klay Thompson. There was another player that I'm forgetting.
Jonas Valanciunas.
Yep, or James Harden.
Yeah.
So those players opted not to join the Lakers, and they either signed with their teams or they signed with another team.
I believe that Jonas made the dumbest decision. I think his move was more for money, but that's a dumb decision to go to Washington. That was stupid.
What I don't understand with the Washington move is they just drafted Alex Sars, and then when Alex Sars, remember when we were talking doing the draft? Sars was saying that he didn't want to be the number one pick because he didn't want to go to that team. Well, this is what his representation was saying. He didn't want to go to that team because they already had centers. So then they signed a center, and now you're playing behind this guy. But from what I understood is like Valanciunas didn't want to wait. So he didn't want to see LeBron James just signed yesterday. So he didn't want to wait until the Lakers had no caps. It'd be a situation where the Lakers end up getting Klay Thompson, let's say. Then they can't sign him, and then Washington gets somebody else. So then he don't have nowhere to go. So he's like, man, give me my caps right now.
I don't think that he would have nowhere to go. I think actually, if he stayed on the board longer, that the Lakers would have made some type of room for him somewhere. They would have figured it out, or another team would have paid top dollar for him. I'm going to say team, I mean, you really can't say a OKC or something like that, but like a New York Knicks who's willing to do some signing trades and move some money around, they would have went for him. They would have definitely loved to have him out there. Mitch Robinson can come off the bench now.
So then we'll move on. So we got
Let's
Klay Thompson going.
Let's talk about the trade. Let's talk about these trades and these signs one by one. Let's not even jump. This one right here though is gonna be big. The fucking Klay Thompson one. Pause. No kidding. This one right here is gonna be big. The Klay Thompson one, because I feel like that's all they was missing was that third person that didn't need much of ball handling, didn't need much of ball control, wasn't a ball dominant, 1-2 dribbles, make it happen, and he can defend. You hear what I'm saying? They needed that right there. If Dallas had this right here going into the Celtics series, it is a different series all around.
It's a different series, but I feel like it's deeper than that for them. I think that Luka Doncic gotta step it up to another level. Like, and for me to say that, it seems like that's crazy, but
I was about to say, what other level?
It's another level that he could get to, bro. It's like he's got to stop.
He's doing 50-point triple doubles. What else? What other level have we seen above that one?
It's more of expanding his game. So like when they play, Kyrie. Sometimes Kyrie should be on the ball, and he should be able to come off I mean, that's not his game coming off a pin down or a screen. He should be able to play off the ball a little bit more and create a different like their offense should be a little different with him off the ball. I just think that he has to expand his game that way and stop crying to the refs. The ref crying and all that stuff, he's got to clean that up. But they said that's something he's been doing since he was in the Euro League. So
he's always since he was 16, 17. They said he's been doing that. That's a bad habit to break. You've been doing that since that age. It's like
so I think that if he gets to that, he can get to another level, bro. He can get to another level. I get what you're saying. Level.
You know, I get what you're saying now when you say another level. When you were saying another level, I'm thinking the man does everything. But I get what you mean by less of an on-the-ball guy, more for off-screen, double screen down. You come off and be more of a production person for play everybody's part, not just the point guard part. You dig what I'm saying? Be a small forward. If the matchup continues for you to be down low more and be a back to the ball passing joker. I get what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but I mean, it's tough watching Klay Thompson leave the Warriors. But it's weird because it's like they lost Klay Thompson and they signed so many players. They got Buddy Hield. They got Slow Mo. They got somebody else that I'm forgetting. They signed like 4 players with the money that Klay Thompson and Chris Paul opened up for them.
I get that, but this is my thing is, it's sad to see him go, and this is why it's sad to see him go for a couple of reasons from Golden State is because, for one, I love Draymond. Draymond is that guy that I can never really hate, no matter what type of dumb shit he says. But he's taking it like it's like nothing changes. We're still us. Good luck for him type shit. It's not that. Like, without Klay, I don't think they win 3 of those chips, even with Durant.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with you.
That's just me. Like, without Klay.
So remember against Oklahoma City when he scored 37 in the quarter?
In the third quarter.
Come on, man. That saved them, bro. They was out of it. It was out of it. And if you look at it, the years he was
and when they played Houston also, he had 2 big games that they had. Oh, right. I get it. Draymond's going to give you everything, and he's going to give you maximum effort. So he's going to give you your 12, 11, and 10. He's going to give you that. He's going to give you – I respectfully respect it. He's going to get you that. But, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't
think that they should have
I feel like this is Udonis. Draymond's got a Udonis Haslam type of role. I feel like almost now.
Do you think that they should have got rid of Draymond for KD when they had their little beef?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. Don't trade scoring talent for heart. Because Draymond's bring you all. When Draymond is, I feel like is that guy that you're gonna have on your team. That if you needed Deshaun, he can flip to Deshaun.
Yeah.
But if you also need somebody to hold you accountable, he's that guy. You need somebody to get the team going, he's that guy. You need an unselfish player, he's that guy. So like, I don't think. I think they did the right choice by keeping him. I don't care what antics he pulled after. They definitely did the right choice because I mean, KD, they should just kept the whole core together. But what it is KD. You got some players like as much as we want to say Draymond's annoying and shit, he probably was making KD hold himself accountable, and KD's too emotional. And I want out of here. I believe KD believed that he was the reason for those chips that they got. Like he was the sole reason for them. Like they didn't do this before you.
I mean, they did, but.
Bro, if KD stays, bro, they win 5. They win 4 easy. They win 4 light. They win 4 lightly.
Easily. They could have probably went 1-6.
They could have did an MJ. That's what I'm saying. They could have did more than the 3P. They could have won that shit 4 back. 5 back to back to back to back.
If you think about it, they've been to what? They've been to 6?
6 of them.
Lost 2. They lost 2 and won 4. So yeah, they could have definitely.
Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, bro, these boys. If KD would have just stayed, it'd have been a different type of dynasty. It would have been a dynasty for sure. But you know what it is? People getting their feelings, and this is what happens. But now I'm not gonna say I feel bad for Klay. I'm gonna tell you that Klay, and I predicted something. I think 2 seasons ago, I believe I predicted something when I was like, Klay gonna have a season because he's back from injury, and they played my boy. They played my boy heavily. So what I'm going to say is, though, Klay being on Dallas is a good look. Klay is going to show you something this year. This is
going to be Klay's, this is his opportunity to really show. Because from everything I read is that Warriors wanted him to come off the bench. He felt disrespected. He's like, yo, come on, Pajinsky is. Keep putting Pajinsky over me, man. Come on.
Who is he? What's on his resume?
It's just the rookie that was he played good last year though.
He did. I get it. But I'm a veteran. So hold on. So you want me to come off the bench while you start Draymond now?
Right. And he said that Draymond's getting $100 million. Y'all wanted I think the Warriors offered him more money. I think they offered him 3 for 60 or 70, and he still was like,
Mar, what up? We on a podcast, man. Jump over on the Trendy Debates podcast, man. You be knowing about this sports stuff. Get involved, bro. OG,
so then let's move it on. OG.
If OG's knee gets better,
let's not forget he went 0 for 10 in the closeout game last year. Clay.
We get it.
Clay.
Bro, so we're not allowed to have these bad. So we're not allowed to have bad games.
No, I just when it counts.
But you understand, Steve Kerr. He wants to put all these people in and mix these lineups and do this and do that and tweak this and tweak that. You can't get your rhythm. You go from shooting 15 to 20 shots a game where you can find your rhythm eventually to down to 7, maybe 10 shots a game. That's just different, bro. That's in your mind. You like the organization don't really believe in me. Coach don't believe in me no more. My teammates must be talking about how they don't believe in my faith and believe in it. It goes a lot into that, man. It's gonna be different in Dallas. But we on to OG. OG.
Well, do you think that this is too much money for a player OG's caliber? He's never made an all-star team. He's never made an all-NBA team. He may have made a defensive team, but I have to look that up. So he's getting a max for his player. He's getting a max deal, $212 million, $42 million a year for 5 years.
He has this right here, though. Here.
Let's talk about that. He didn't play that
right
year.
He has this right. He has this right here. Listen,
but he was out that whole year.
Listen,
they won.
He has this right here, so that means he was on a championship team. He's around a championship team, championship players, coaching. He knows what it's like to be around a stat. He knows what it's like to be around those game 6s, those game 7s, to strategize, to plan out for him. He knows what it's like. Now he is just giving you that experience. He's going to give you that on the court, which, let's say if OG doesn't come to the Knicks, do the Knicks make it as far as they do?
No.
Do they make it to? Do they even get to where we're saying, oh shit, they could be in the Eastern Conference Finals versus the Boston Celtics?
They said OG's hospital. Yeah.
Yo, no, OG. Maybe not 212, maybe not that high, maybe 150, 4 years, 150 or something like that. I can deal with probably. But he's definitely a different. Before the knee injury and shit, he's a different player, bro. We're not going to make it giving Joel Embiid problems and like he wasn't giving these guys. He was banging and he was dunking all over Joel Embiid. He was giving these guys problems, bro, on defense and on offense.
Yeah, he's
clutch shooter.
He's 26. He's only 26, so that'll bring him into his 30s, early 30s.
But
the Knicks put all the chips to the table and was like, all right, this is what we're going to do. We think we got enough.
I mean,
to compete.
New York Knicks fans are going to kill me for this. Julius Randle is going to be your problem.
Right.
He's going to be your problem. Because he's going to feel like I got to come back and show the team that I'm still that guy and chill out, guy. Fall into the system, get your 10 to 15 shots and make them count. Get some rebound scrappy points and let Jalen Brunson and these boys do what they did because it worked fine. It was working fine. You hear what I'm saying? But
yeah.
Julius Randle's going to
we both kind of agree that that's a little bit too much for OG.
I'm going to agree that is. I'm going to agree. I was just making a point like he deserves to get paid. Maybe not that much, though.
Yeah.
And listen, he's probably if he doesn't work on that knee injury because he fucked up something in his knee, and he only made it worse trying to play in that closeout game. So
right,
we'll see.
So Paul George makes his he defects from the Clippers to the Philadelphia 76ers, signing a 4-year deal for $211 million. That's $52 million a year. He's going to be signed into 2028. So how do you think about Paul George going over to the Sixers?
I think I think him going to the Sixers is good because he's going to play a point guard role more than anything, I feel like. But we're paying for the name more than anything. I don't think that 211, I think that's too much because we're just paying for the name. What the fuck has he done? What has he done since Indiana? Like, honestly, what has he done since Indiana?
I mean, he had a devastating injury that almost finished him. You know, remember in the USA?
Yes.
Yeah.
What has he done?
I mean, the Clippers was an epic fail when
epic.
I mean, both of them going there.
Clippers were a super epic fail because you did all that. We're gonna steal the Lakers' thunder. We're gonna steal the spotlight from them. And the Lakers were terrible, and you still couldn't steal the spotlight from them. Think about that.
Well, the Lakers won a chip in that time frame.
No, what I'm saying is this: every year they're adding a little piece, and Russell Westbrook was the reason why we was at James Harden's now is they're always about to take the Lakers spotlight. The Lakers.
You know what's weird, bro? You know what's weird is that the Clippers and the Sixers have a lot of the players that have been on their team,
coaches and all
now
that.
They got Paul George. They had James Harden. Doc Rivers was the coach of both teams. Tobias Harris was on the Clippers and the 76ers. There's like mad players that it's like that's weird, man. It's a weird dynamic.
Watch when Nick Torres
are definitely cursed. Clippers are the Jets of the NBA.
Always behind. That's a good analogy like that. I like that. I got it. Because you want to go for us. You like us. Everything about you is like, yo, I like these guys. These guys can do it. I like them. And then you actually get out there and you see it and you're like, what's going on?
Like they don't got their own. They finally getting their own stadium where they could, or arena where they could like call theirs, because the Staples Center or whatever it's called, Crypto.com Arena now. That's the weirdest name, but that wasn't their home. It's like you got to cover up the Lakers retired jerseys and banners and stuff like that. Shit is crazy. And it's like the same thing with the Jets. It's like at the end of the day, yeah, they call it MetLife, but it's still Giant Stadium. So moving on with Tyrese Maxey signs a 5-year extension, $203 million. He's gonna be making $40 million a year. I feel like he really had his breakout season this year. He was really doing his
the last 2 seasons. I want to feel like the season before that he started to.
Yeah. Did he win? Did he win? Most improved last year? I can't remember.
I don't know. That's something actually we can look into eventually, but I don't remember.
And I remember I had a big debate. I was actually on NBA radio last year having a big debate because they were saying that Tyrese Maxey is better than Tyler Hero. And I was like, hell no, he's not better than Tyler Hero.
Now look. Now look. That man definitely showed you that he was definitely better.
I was definitely wrong, man. He definitely
he definitely showed that he was definitely better. But did Tyrese? I feel like
Yep, he did win it. I just looked it up. He won it last year.
Listen. Before you was even said that, I was on my way to say I feel like he deserves his money. I feel like he deserves that.
Definitely.
He deserves a taste of what these superstars get. What these superstars, you know, that little bit of that money, he needs to deserve a taste of it because he is coming into his own. I feel like the games versus the Knicks, without him, they're not even in it. They're getting blown out. Like it's a sweep without him. I feel like a healthy Joel Embiid and an injured him, Knicks sweeps the Sixers. That's just my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, Maxey is tough, man. I definitely like his game. I think he's like the quickest player in the NBA.
Yeah, with the ball, with the basketball.
Oh, yeah, with the basketball. He's like a blur out there. All right, so moving on, we got Pascal Siakam. Now, you could say he definitely was a important piece in that ring. He signed 4 years, $189 million for the Pacers. Pacers had their best season in years this year.
Because
making it to the second round. He was acquired in mid-season trade. So how do you think this is going to fare for them?
I think this is the one player I'm going to say got underpaid.
Really?
Yo, he deserves 200. He deserves 200. He deserves it. That, like you said, he was a factor on a championship winning team.
Yeah.
On an underdog championship winning team. Okay. And then on top of that, once he left Toronto and came to Indiana, it was like a rejuvenated. He blended right in with the Indiana system.
True.
He could be a 1-2 tandem with any of the players. He can be the ball handler when it's between him and the center, or him and the power forward, him and the small forward. He could be the pick and roll guy when it's the shooting guard and the point guard. He has the 3-point. He's not a 3-point shooter. Can he give you it when you need it? I do trust him. You hear what I'm saying? But he can definitely give you a damn bucket. And I feel like he's the one guy you can put in anybody's system, and they make him back. You can put him in Miami Heat system. Miami's gonna be a top 3 contender in the Eastern Conference. You put him on a Dallas. Anywhere you put Pascal Siakam on any team, he can play on any team starting 5 right now and won't affect nothing. I think he's
really good on Dallas. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Man.
I feel like he's the one player.
I feel like the Pacers needed like a Paul George, which is weird because they got rid of him.
They had Paul George.
Right. That's what they kind of needed, I feel like. That's the type of player that they're missing.
But
he definitely does look like Usain.
Yeah. like Hussein, like he looked like Usain Bolt, but just didn't shave and don't just get up in the morning and say fuck it.
All right, so this is the former Knick that was traded to Toronto. He kind of took the money that either OG or Siakam was going to be. Yeah, Pascal was going to be given.
You're honestly to tell me that Emmanuel Quickly is getting paid. I mean, it's granted it's another year, so the contract is about almost even. I feel like between him and Pascal Siakam for a player that didn't do really shit on the Knicks and really didn't do shit in Toronto when he went there.
What is Toronto doing, man? Like, I feel like Scotty Barnes is like a third option. Like on a contending team, Scotty Barnes is going to be like a third option.
Yeah.
And yeah, he didn't prove much. Yeah,
he's going to turn these guys into DeMarcus DeRozans and you know what I mean? I think these guys are too busy trying to create another DeMarcus DeRozan, and you're not going to get another DeMarcus DeRozan out of none of these guys. They're going to be their own player. Don't get it twisted. None of these dudes is trash. None of my boys is trash. None of them. Right. They're all great, but they're just not gonna be that DeRozan where he's gonna go get you a bucket, if not an and one. And they're not gonna be that guy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they're mixing them right. You got a bunch of guys that are between 6'6" and 6'9" that are running between your point guard and your power forward. That's you're not the Golden State Warriors.
I don't know what the Raptors are doing. I don't know what the Clippers are doing, and I don't know what the Bulls are doing. It's like, and the Hawks. Those 4 teams is like, what are y'all doing?
Well, first of all, the Hawks, stupid. You ain't got DeJounte Murray and give away that many first round picks. Who is managing your?
They gave him away for less than they got him for.
Bro, who is in your front office? Who is in your front office?
Why I put him up there? So Nicholas Claxton resigned.
Like this. Now listen, you want to know why I think this is a fair contract? Because we know we're going to get out of Nick. You know you're not going to get 20, 25. You know you're not. You know you're going to get about 10, 12, but you're going to get a double out of Nick. You know that's what you're going to get. You're not expecting to get a bunch of, huge games. You're going to get defense. and a great team player, bro, go stop over there. And you're gonna get a good team player that's like able to play in any system too. That's why the Lakers want him. That's why the Knicks was looking at him. They was hoping the Knicks was looking for him too. Like there's teams that look for that player right there because that's that's a team friendly contract right there technically. Because we don't know.
It's a tradable contract, so I think he's going to get traded.
Yes, it's one of those that's like, you know what? If things you become disgruntled, if you want to trade, we can. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just answer his question real quick. So, what's the hold up with the Lakers? Remember we was talking in a DM, and I said DeMar DeRozan was going to go to the Lakers.
It's that MLE shit. 13 million? No, he don't want that shit.
Yeah, but he's not going to go there now because of Bronny and LeBron. So once Bronny signed that deal for the $8 million, and then LeBron signed the deal for the 102, that actually took away the mid-level exception that he was going to be able to get into. So DeMar DeRozan is kind of in limbo right now. He's looking at
Miami.
He was looking at Miami. Miami doesn't want to trade for him, and they don't want to give up their assets that they already have. And then there's another team that I'm forgetting that was probably going to go. Oh, he's probably going to end up going to Sacramento. So yeah, that's where he's probably going to end up in Sacramento.
I don't know if I like that.
I think he could be good in Sacramento.
I mean, how are we going to put him in the system? What is his role in the system? Is he the key scorer you go to, and then it's Sabonis, and then it's Fox, or is it still Fox, Sabonis, him?
It's Fox, Sabonis, him.
So, when have we ever known DeMar DeRozan to be the third scorer in any system?
I mean, he's getting up there, man. He's like 34.
I get it, but where have we known him to be the third scorer in the system? In a young, fast-moving system on top of that. Because that is exactly what Sacramento is, a fast-moving system. Then you got Monk. Monk is young. He's like the young version. I ain't going to say the young version of him, but Monk can give you buckets on a good day.
No, he can. He definitely give you buckets. So, yeah, I don't know. I know he's going to be out of here in Chicago. So here we go. Patrick Williams. He was the 4th overall pick in, I think, 2018 or 19, one of those years. So they re-signed him at 5 years, $90 million, $18 million a year.
Right now, I'm going to stop you right now. I don't even know who he is. I'm going to stop you right now. Who is Patrick Williams? Not a stab at him. Who the fuck is Golden State to be good for DeMarcus DeRozan because they're going to use him. Steve Kerr's going to use him in some Jordan triangle shit. That'll be the perfect system because in the triangle, the way the Golden State runs it, DeMar DeRozan would be perfect for that.
But you don't think DeMar DeRozan is a better – if you replace Harrison Barnes with DeMar DeRozan, that's not a better fit because they make about the same amount of money.
It is, but think about Harrison Barnes. What he don't give you in points, he gives you in defense. We never known DeMar DeRozan to be a defensive player like that.
That's true.
You know,
yeah. So Patrick Williams was supposed to be like the next Kawhi Leonard. That's what the Bulls thought. That's when he coming out of college. That's what everyone thought he was going to be. He had the same profile as Kawhi Leonard, but he's been injured a lot, and the Bulls they're just a terrible franchise. They haven't been shit since.
I already got my boy Lonzo fucking hostage, and he to let my boy go back to the Lakers or something, or get him out of there.
Well, this is his last year. This is his last year of his contract, so they'll probably look to trade him. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see Lonzo Ball traded to the Spurs, so that they can get more money on the books.
Not even that, but if you have him behind a mentor like Chris Paul. Right. That's a good look for a mind like Lonzo Ball.
I don't think he's ever gonna come back and actually play again.
You don't think so?
Nah, no. I think he's done. I think his career is over.
Yeah, when we found out that this man done gassed his sons up to get some paychecks, and then the youngest one is the only one that's getting busy, and he barely getting busy, always injured.
Lonzo got $90 million, so he should be good. He should be good.
Anyway,
this was another big Isaiah Hartenstein, the black man. The black man signs.
Yo.
The black man signs with Oklahoma City.
What I'm gonna say is, I work next to a Knicks fan, my boy Nicholas Grant, right? Biggest fucking Knicks fan in the world, right? When I tell you, was on his computer on the sports website ESPN, he had WFAN sports radio on when they was trying to figure out if Hartenstein was gonna resign or not. When they said he went to Oklahoma City, bro, you'd have thought Michael Jordan got traded from the Bulls to the New York Knicks in '96, the way this man was acting. Yo, man, we just lost this is crazy. Yo, was emotionally distraught the whole week, bro. Every time they mentioned it, he shut the radio station off. See it online, shut the internet off. I'd be like, bro. But what I'm gonna say about this guy, I call him Mr. Floater.
Yeah.
That bitch don't miss. That boy give you rebounds, and if he's in the paint and shoots the floater, get the ball out of bounds and let's go down the court, because that he do not miss. And I love it from OKC.
I feel like if they could make a move to get Kevin Durant, some type of way, if they could package a deal for Kevin Durant,
bro, I said right there,
be in the finals. I think they're gonna go to the finals anyway.
I think with the addition to him now, it helps them, because that's where when they played against Dallas last year, when Dallas showed you where they was weak at, and that was second chance points. A lot of second chance points. A lot of their big men don't want to get physical in the paint. Like, they showed you that. They showed you where their weakness was. They're young and they don't want to get physical in the paint. Let's go out of there. That's why it was a lot of oops. Lively was getting busy that whole series. I ain't never seen somebody catch that many oops since Chris Paul was throwing them.
Gafford was getting busy on them too.
You hear what I'm saying? Like, I ain't seen too many people catch that many oops since Chris Paul was throwing them to Tyson Chandler and Blake Griffin, bro.
Oh, and they picked up Caruso from
the so they would make some good moves, but like
they did.
That's definitely a New York loss. And but him on OKC now, he can actually be their starting center. Respectfully.
Right. So I'm thinking it's gonna be Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, my guy J-Dub.
SGA and Caruso.
I think Caruso's gonna come off the bench because they're gonna go with Dort at the 2.
Who?
And then go Lou Dort, Lou England's Dort.
Oh, Dort. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. But you could go Caruso at the 2 and bring Dort off the bench, either one. So and
I just look because Caruso's more of a point guard that's a defender. You
right. They both defenders.
Yeah.
But Caruso could hit the 3 a little bit better than Dort.
Yeah. So yeah, I like that for OKC.
Yeah, that's gonna be if I had to pick, I don't want to pick yet. We'll start to do that stuff at the season when the season starts. But
what?
If I had to pick, I would pick Oklahoma City going to the finals next year.
If you want me to be a buck with you, it's still too early for me because I don't know who would trades.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But as of right now, I'm saying Dallas gonna cook something. Y'all, man, Dallas gonna hurt something. Y'all, when they play against, listen, don't let Dallas, which is gonna happen. I'm gonna call this now, do it too. Dallas will play Golden State at some point in the playoffs. I promise you that. It sells.
You think Golden State's gonna make the playoffs?
Even if it's a play-in. Dallas will play Golden State somehow, but I doubt Dallas is going to even be in a play-in. I'm telling you, it's going to land that Golden State, if Golden State ends up in a play-in, they're going to play Dallas at some point. They might fall at number 7 in the play-in, and Dallas might fall at number 2. You feel what I'm saying? It's going to happen. That is going to happen, and Clay and them is going to slowly – Clay's going to probably have the series of his career. Clay's gonna have a grudge against him.
They ain't making the playoffs. Yeah, I say Memphis gets back in there, we'll see Memphis, and then we'll see New Orleans in the playoffs.
Don't Memphis got that boy Edney or whatever his name is?
Yeah, yep. Zach Edey, and then Ja Morant's coming back. Ja Morant's going to be something, man. He's not going to be going for this stuff.
Yo,
when he came back last year, he was.
Yo, listen, Ja Morant. I'm gonna call this also. Remember when we seen that Kobe? That when Shaq left, we didn't see jokey Kobe no more. We seen
Mamba. That's when the Black Mamba showed up.
Mamba. We're about to see 2.0. We might see a 2.0. We might see a 2.0. One thing I can't wait for Ja has a chance, right? This is real shit. In my history of NBA, I've liked two players: Allen Iverson, Damian Lillard. Ja Morant is right there. He's literally about to start becoming my favorite player. Do you hear what I'm saying? I can't wait.
They let SGA take his slot, man.
Yeah. They say, you know what? We need a young face. SGA. Yo, Ja was sitting back like, all right. Oh, my team's struggling? Oh, it's laughy. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Oh, I come back. Oh, I got injured. Jokey. My team is okay. Wow.
Morant is fun, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's different.
You know what, I'm gonna tell you something? DeMar DeRozan over there will be a problem.
That's true.
DeMar DeRozan there.
Yeah, they could definitely use him.
DeMar DeRozan there be issue where Ja can take some plays off and let the offense run around DeMar DeRozan, because DeMar DeRozan also is a good passer. He averages like 5-6 assists in his career. So he's definitely a good facilitator too. You feel what I'm saying?
I would try to keep that team young though, because they, you do need veteran leadership though. You do need veteran.
You just need one veteran scorer. Yeah, he's still. When we talk about score, he's still on the young age of scoring veterans. Because like LeBron is a veteran. Like I'm not even gonna say there's limited things he can do, but what I would say is DeMar DeRozan can give you scoring, just like it's gonna give you consistent scoring still, because of his age. Is maybe not be able to dunk on you, but when he can't dunk on you, he can definitely draw fouls to get to the line and get you in foul trouble. Do you dig what I'm saying? So
Sacramento lights the beam. Sacramento lights the beam again and signs Malik Monk. Sacramento didn't. They celebrated like they won the chip when they beat Golden State in the play-in, but they ended up not making the playoffs
at all.
Who did they lose to, man? They lost to
who was the eighth seed?
Who was the eighth seed, man? New Orleans.
Yeah.
New Orleans was the eighth seed.
Zion went in there and put up 40, I think, against them or some shit like that.
Now Zion was hurt. Remember he got hurt against the Lakers and he didn't play.
So who did he put 40 up in one of those playing games?
It was against the Lakers, but he got hurt and they ended up losing. Zion could be something, man. I don't want to give up on him yet, man.
Listen, I'm not giving up on Zion, and they can sit there and say it's the weight, it's this, that, and the third. I don't think it's none of that. I just think with DeJounte Murray going over there, Zion's going to have a great season, because you understand this. You're putting so much on him. You got to be the spark.
Right.
You got to be the thing that gets the crowd going. You got to be this. With DeJounte Murray going over there.
Yeah, that's a good pickup for them. But they lose this.
That's a good pickup because
you don't have a center on the whole team.
Now you got a point guard, a true point guard. Now, what's his name?
Brandon Ingram.
Nah, not Ingram. Shooting guard, Richard. Huh?
CJ McCollum?
Yeah, McCollum. Now McCollum can go back to 2 and play his 2. He ain't got to play point guard no more. He can go back to what he does, spotting up, slap, come off the pick, slap. You hear what I'm saying? Like, he can go back. DeJounte Murray going there is exactly what he needs. Players in every position. I mean, Jonas left, so I don't know who you're going to get as your center.
I don't know who they don't have a center on the roster
at all.
So they traded Larry Nance Jr. He was one of their centers. They traded him for
so it's like, I don't know who your center is now. So that's the missing part right there. I feel bad for is
maybe
that
they're trying to go small ball with Zion at the center.
That's too much. That's too much. you're going to get the mismatch on offense with Zion, but there's going to be games where there's going to be a mismatch against him. Like
I had Zion in my fantasy league, and he does not rebound shit. He was pissing me off. I'm like, oh, this high flying and stuff. You don't get no rebounds.
Shit.
All right, so this is the last slide I have right here. So we got James Harden signing back with the Clippers. He kind of taking a big, I think, pay cut. 2 years, $70 million. He's getting $35 million a year. Do you think that James Harden? I mean, this guy is a former MVP. This guy was a top 75 player of all time, former assist leader and scoring champion. But you could tell nowadays he's not the same player that he was. But do you think Kawhi Leonard and James Harden, and I think they got Derrick Jones Jr. for Paul George, but do you think that James Harden and Kawhi Leonard could make something happen and keep the Clippers in contention?
I like that. I mean, fuck no. No, they can't. No.
No.
I'm trying to come up with something logic, but can you name me a year where Kawhi has played at least 60 games?
No, I can't. Not since the Spurs.
Can you name me a year that the last year? Can you name me the last year that James Harden was able to take over a whole team control a whole team by himself and keep them in? Not since Houston. When Houston had just Capella, really, and a bunch of just randoms that they were just plugging in, and he was getting busy with them. He was getting busy with them. But that was prime James Harden then. You dig what I'm saying? We're not going to get that guy. So, I don't know.
Cuz said the trip. So, cuz they said he said the Clippers is dirt.
I just try to come up with a reason like to say, yeah, because Kawhi we can't name the last season Kawhi has played 60 games.
Yeah. Let me look it up real quick.
We can't name the last time that James Harden has been able to be the star player of a team and do it. It's just not happening. It's just not happening.
This year he played 68 games.
Okay. What about the last year? This is the first year since when?
Toronto.
So this year he played 8 more. He played 8 over what I said. Just 8 over since Toronto.
Remember, there's a 65 game threshold. So if you don't make the 65 games, then you don't get.
So he pretty much just did enough just to try to make the threshold.
Right. There's another one that I forgot to put on the slides. Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell re-signed with the Cleveland Cavaliers for $153 million. You think that Donovan Mitchell is a number one option? Maybe going hard on Donovan Mitchell, pause on Gil's Arena.
Do I feel like he's a number one option on any team or where he's at?
Any team. You think that Donovan Mitchell could be a number one option on a contending championship team?
Okay.
And what I consider a contender is a team that's top 5.
If he went to, let's say, a team that's rebuilding, San Antonio, yes. If he went to a team that every year is like, oh, they're the underdogs, but yet they just somehow end up beating good teams like Miami, he will be number one over there. You want to know why? Because Jimmy don't want to be number one. Bam don't really want to be number one. They actually want to be the role players.
I said he should go to Miami, bro. But
what I'm saying is, we're saying if he could be a number one anywhere. Yes, on a contending, because everybody's gonna say, well, you can't be a number one on the Denver Nuggets. First of all, stupid. Let's be real. It's Joker over there in Jamal. They planted their feet in the ground. But if we want to be real, that's because that team runs around Joker and them. Miami is a system.
Yeah.
Hero, you're hot. You're gonna be the one we go to. Caleb Martin, oh, you're hot this game. You're gonna be the one we go through. Shit, Kevin Love, you getting busy? Like it's a system. It's whoever is getting busy, they do it. Jimmy Butler don't want to be the number one scorer. Bam don't want to be the number one scorer. So if he went there and he likes to score, that Jimmy Butler is gonna make sure, oh, he's our number one go-to guy when it comes to getting a clutch bucket. We're gonna make sure he gets it. He could be number one anywhere.
I think Donovan Mitchell is too young to say that he won't get a ring. I think Embiid's gonna eventually get a ring.
Nah.
Paul George, he probably won't get a ring.
This list right here, I'll stand on this list right here he just made. The closest person that's gonna get closest to a ring, maybe, is the few others.
And I think Jimmy Butler is gonna get a ring. He may not get a ring with Miami, but he's gonna get a ring somewhere.
Unless Embiid goes down to Miami, that ain't happening. For both
I don't think Jimmy Butler is gonna be on Miami after next year.
You don't think so?
Nah.
So where do you think he might go to?
I could see him going. See, they got Paul George now. Dallas took Klay Thompson. He could probably go to Golden State.
Does it work though? I mean, it does because Jimmy Butler is not the guy that's like, I want to be star, give me the ball, please. Like,
right.
He's also another one that he fits into any system, and he could be. And one thing about that's different about Jimmy that makes him better than Donovan is because when Donovan gets moved to a team, right, you're gonna move him to the team to be the scorer go-to if you need a bucket, right?
Right.
Jimmy Butler goes to a team, you're gonna look at him more.
World Cup will cover it, but not the Copa America and all that stuff.
Yeah. World Cup we'll definitely get into and get back
into the World Cup.
The thing about Jimmy is when you move him to a team, Jimmy moves to a team, and you're like, yo, I'm getting a defender I can put on the best man's offensive guy. If I do need a bucket, if my other two guys are cold or my other superstars cold, Jimmy can get me a bucket. My point guard's hurt. Jimmy can run the ball. My power forwards is getting killed. Jimmy can play the power forward. You think what I'm saying? So you get more than just a score when you move Jimmy.
Yeah, no, that's the Copa America. That's not the World Cup. Copa America. It's
like Charlotte Hornets, Miles.
Yeah, I don't know why nobody tried to get Miles. He said, Miles Bridges.
Oh, wait, I thought he was still in the contract for Charlotte.
It's the domestic violence and stuff. We're going to get into that stuff with DIOR and stuff.
Yeah. We're going to get into that, man. We got to get into that ASAP. I don't want to, because I feel a certain way about a couple of people trying to paint them to be, him and Mikey and them to be this bad combination of kids coming together at a college. That's crazy. That's.
So yeah, that's a good transition. Let me get the video up.
Yeah, please.
I was gonna do the Stephen A.
Oh, we can cook that. We good. We're gonna cover that too.
Yeah, I was gonna do Stephen A. next, but we can get into the DIOR and Mikey Williams situation. Let's just let's see what these guys got to say.
It's a little disrespectful.
You feel like it was disrespectful?
I mean, it's opinion. It's definitely an opinion. We all have opinion, but do the second chance. How many games they're gonna win? Well, I want to go. It's more like who's gonna get kicked off the team first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, bro, these are kids that been through enough. Shouldn't you have their back to push them more? You know, just a little bit. That's it. It ain't nothing big, but I do feel like it's two kids that together could be probably the best backcourt tandem in the college. If the coaching is right in the because I know the parenting is going to be correct. I know that. As long as the coaching is right and the scenery is correct and they got their minds right, That's it. I believe they got their minds right, man.
So I got the wrong one. I downloaded the wrong video, but they're both talking. He talks about it.
Because while I opened up IG yesterday and see the news that former 5-star prospect DIOR Johnson has committed to UCF for the upcoming college basketball season, joining Mikey Williams. And the comments were filled with nothing but jokes, calling UCF Last Chance University, University of Crenshaw, Florida, basically everything you can think of joking on the recent unfortunate history of these two former high school basketball stars. But in all seriousness, right, look at these guys were major names in the high school basketball scene. Come on, combo guards with great scoring ability that has viral hooper written all over. And yeah, looking back at how we got here, it's truly ironic how things worked out. You know, Mikey, he was obviously a part of the class of 2023, alongside Bronny, Jordan Payne, and more. And if he had gone one and done as many expected, he would have been selected in the NBA draft just last week. And then on DIOR Johnson's end, he was a part of the class of 2022 alongside players like Keontae George, Jordan Miller, and more. Also expected by many to go one and done. And if that were the case, he would be fresh off finishing his rookie year in the NBA. But obviously, because of some off-field issues we'll speak more about later, neither of these players' hoop careers have really gone as expected. However, they now both look to finally get right, change things for the better. And you see it. And today, we're going to talk about somewhat about what the reality is, but mostly about what lies ahead and how they go forward in their careers playing college hoops. So yeah, y'all go ahead and let me know in the comments. What do you think about this Mikey Thompson DIOR backcourt duo? Do you believe these guys could still make the NBA? Why or why not? Or was it really just the last chance university party?
I'll get back to it, but that's the question right there that I wanted to start with. Let's start with DIOR because that's the hometown hero. Do you think that DIOR still has a chance to make it to the NBA?
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that's going to stop them is them. You hear what I'm saying? Now, this is the thing about when you go through something and you understand it and you respect the process of going through it. You take your time going through it. That's what these boys did. They know they made mistakes. They paid the punishment. They took their losses and they worked to get back to where they're at right now. If you think, if anybody thinks that any of these boys, DIOR, Mikey, especially DIOR, if you think that the media talking about it, like they're seeing all this stuff. They're gonna take all this stuff. They're gonna use this as, oh, they want us to fail. We're gonna make sure we don't. DIOR definitely is gonna make it to the NBA. We're not gonna say number one draft pick. Anything's possible, but we're definitely gonna say he's definitely going to the league. That's a guarantee. He's going to be in a jersey. It's not going to be a G League jersey. But I'm not going to call no names. What we're going to say is DIOR and Mikey have cooked some of these players that are in the league now. So some of these players that are in the league now. It's like if you say that person's name, it's like almost trying to talk bad about Jews. We're not doing that.
So here's his stats from the JUCO.
But I mean, hey, listen, you're getting a felony, but you're getting a felony and all this weird shit. But look at these stats: 52-41 split. Jesus,
that's crazy.
Jesus.
And here's his stats from the JUCO playoffs.
45, it says something like that. 45, 5 and 4, something stupid.
Crazy,
like
so
man, 45, 5.
So yeah, I mean, this DIOR Johnson
he's a bucket.
Touted the best. Yeah, he was touted the best guard in his class for years.
Man, like him and Mikey Williams in the backcourt. They added two or three other players from, I think one was Syracuse, one was George Mason. And I forgot there was another one from somewhere else. And, they always got dismissive past and all this stuff. And, it's instead of, like I said, instead of bigging these kids up that been through it, it's so. Who would you rather these colleges picked up? Would you rather these kids not to have another chance? That's what it looks like to me. Would you rather these kids not have another chance? My question is, do you even know any of the real stories behind anything they got? Like, do these people know why any of them would have to deal with or go through whatever they went through? Or they just jump into conclusions? You hear what I'm saying? Like, it's really weird. We pick and choose what we want. But I bet you anybody
I was saying that earlier. If they make a tournament appearance, yeah, that's big time. That's big time.
Yeah, that's it. You put up, that's what they got going in. Be walking buckets together, then get into that Elite 8. Get into a Sweet 16. Shut them up. Get to a Sweet 16 and shut everybody up. You get to that right there, and everything gets different. You understand? I looked at UCF's lineup too. They do have big men already, so I understand why they went and got guards now. Like they got some heavy big men. You know what I'm saying? That can control the paint and everything. So I
would have
understand.
liked to see him play on work. I would have liked to see him go to Wake Forest. I think he would have been they got Afton Reed over there. I think he would have been a good guard combo over there. But you know, I think you got to go where you can get in where you fit in.
You need two guys that have been competing against each other most of the times in AAU when they do travel. They competed against each other before. They've had run-ins. They've had beefs on YouTube and all that, and they had all these things. They did this. They know that each other's hungry. They know this. They know he's hungry. I'm hungry, bro. These two kids right here, when they learn how to play together, pause. No diddy. When they learn to be a backcourt tandem, like they know what each other's mind is thinking, what he's gonna do, and how he's gonna move off the pick, and. Or I know if we isolate him, he's going to do this move, and this guy ain't going to be looking for. Once they learn how to operate like that and in that coaching system, bro, they even got to drop 40. If they just both give them 20 and 20 and be consecutive, they can get these people 20 and 20 a couple of games together in the same game and they win, that's when you earn their respect. And they going to go get those buckets, I tell you that, because I don't know many people that's going to be able to stop Mikey and DIOR. I ain't seen it on the college level, like any shut down defenders or a system that could really stop a tandem like that.
During AAU, it's like, look, Rod Dillingham just got drafted to. Then he got drafted by the Spurs and traded to the.
I didn't want to say it.
Come on, man.
Was out there cooking some of these guys, slow roasting them. Now I'm just saying I was gonna.
You know what's crazy though? The dude that was the 55th pick the year before was Rich Paul's client. He got the same contract, same exact contract. Don't talk to Rich, man. Don't talk to Rich. He got the man the same contract.
Yo, so hold on. So he's on some was it Crip Mac? Fi Crip.
Yeah, he's running the show, man. Don't even talk to him.
Shout out.
So what exactly did Mikey do? He did something with a gun or something, right? Do you know?
Yeah, they said Mikey at a party or something like that flashed a gun or some shit like that, or some weird fuck shit, bro. But end of the day, listen, I don't know if he did or he did. This is what we're not gonna say. I'm not gonna sit there and say a wrong is a wrong, a right is a right. But this whole thing is, why are we gonna make them suffer? So that means they don't deserve no chances because they made one mistake. If they even made it, if they even made the mistake, they get no more chances in life. So that's it. Everybody gets one chance and that's it in life. We don't give them no more opportunities. So in that case,
I got some highlights for DIOR from his JUCO. I'll play those.
Hey, do you run the clip? Fuck you mean? Like, come on, man. I want you to do me a favor and hold this bucket. And hold this bucket. Hit you with the Kobe versus Phoenix Suns right there with that. Man. Hit you with the Dwayne Wade. Oh my Lord. Yeah, he definitely was.
That's exactly who he is. That's a good comp.
That's a good combination. That's a good matchup right there. A good one. Man, bucket. Walking, talking bucket. This is ridiculous, man.
So yeah, that's some of his highlights. I was trying to see.
We can go with DIOR and Mikey highlights for the next 6-7 hours if we wanted to. The moral of the story is there's a lot of podcasts, there's a lot of, podcasts from YouTube channels and everything just super hating on tweets. All I see is hate. Like, this is my thing is, even if DIOR wasn't a hometown fit, Mikey Williams is not a hometown. We never met Mikey in our lives. Right. I'm still holding the same ground and I'm standing the same ground 10 toes with that same situation too. Because a kid, bro. He's not 27, 26. He is a kid. These are kids, bro. They made fucking one mistake, so we just stopped them for life. Yeah. And this is what's about it is, bro. The better they do, right, the more these situations get brought up.
Yeah. And I'd love to see DIOR get on the Miami Heat. I feel like that's exactly the type of guard that they need.
Yeah.
Love to see him on the Heat.
One that's gonna go get you something. He's gonna go get you something.
He could play back behind Terry Rozier.
I feel like Jimmy Butler would love him because DIOR is the type of person that's gonna talk trash. Oh, you a defender? Right. You can't stop me. Like, he's one of them. I feel like that's gonna talk. They would have real
not a player that they would. I don't think they would spend a draft choice on him. I think that they would pick him up as a undrafted free agent if he didn't go drafted and he put his name in. But I think he'll get drafted. I definitely think he'll be.
Yeah, listen. Okay, I did get round pick. So in this case, with this question, I want to ask connected peoples because we take questions from them. I want to give a question to him. So if DIOR and Mikey can average 15, 5 and 5. That's not to say that they don't deserve the respect from these people now, because I mean those are heavy hitters. We looked up some of the number 1 draft picks in America, right? This year, didn't we read their stats? Who was above 10? Who was above average?
The dude that got drafted, right? There wasn't many of them that was above 10.
So we can get some. If we can say that they average both average 15, 5 and 5, can we say they deserve a number 1 pick and all that? Or was it because of height and all that stuff? I didn't get it. All I know is back in the day when we was watching drafts growing up, right? Yeah. Our college players averaged 15, 20, 23. That was getting drafted. They averaged this. Second pick players were averaging 18 and 10 and shit like that. We seen players that were putting up. It wasn't about fame. It wasn't about because they played at this person's teammate, so they might have the same intangibles as this one. It was more like, okay. So with that being said, right, should he go one and done, just like and be like, and with hopes that he might get drafted first round? If he just averages 21, if him and Mikey can average 25 and 5, right, and they go to an Elite 8, do you think that's enough for them to go one and done?
I don't think that he'd go first round just off of the scrutiny of drafting somebody with that background. Like, I'm not saying that I don't want him to do. No, I want him to go first round, but I'm just saying that's how they think.
That leads me to exactly what I said. The better they do, the more their situations will get brought up. Do you get what I'm saying? He could average, he could be the standout player. There's always going to be somebody in the front office. And listen, unless DIOR and them average 30, 10, and 9, there's not going to be nobody in any front office that's going to be like, well, fuck what they say. Yeah, exactly. There's not going to be nobody in the NBA office that's going to stand up and say, this kid is that. You hear what I'm saying? And unless he's averaging that 30 and shit like that, they're going to be like, oh, well, but it's always about getting somebody at a cheaper bargain. It's not about really their character or what their real past is. It's about getting a great player at a cheap bargain. So what you do, you try to bring up that past issue. He said it too again. I didn't want to say it. But like, they'll bring up the past issue to undercredit what he should be really worth. That's what I'm saying is, no matter how much good you do, they will bring up something to undercredit your work. That's it. If he can get, that's it. 20 and get to an Elite 8. If Dior and them get UCF to a fucking Final Four being the star player,
Oh no,
and then he doesn't go in the first round,
no, that's OD.
If Bronny can get picked second round, 55th pick, right? And Dior can lead a UCF team with Mikey Williams to a Elite 8 or a Final Four and does not get picked up in the first, what does that tell you about the game as we know it, in the draft system as we know it? What does that tell you?
It's just how they think though. Like they not gonna utilize a first round selection when they know that he could drop because of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because and he's first round talent. So if you could get a first round talent in the second round, they're gonna make that happen. Now let's say if he could get it, all the stuff depends on your agent too. Yeah. So let's say he gets one of these top agents, these Rich Pauls or the two brothers that's the agents. If he gets with a top agency, that shifts it around too. So Jeezy, you know it's bigger than basketball. It's a lot of politics with it.
If anybody Jeezy does know is way bigger than basketball politics. He's
with Mike Miller. All right, that's a good agent. I didn't know he was with Mike Miller. That's a great agent.
Yeah.
He's respected in the game. He's got a lot of connections. That's a good agent.
So he's in the right hands.
Come on, man. They got to stop, man.
Yeah.
They got to stop with this stuff, man.
Yo, what I want to say real quick, off topic, we're going to come back. Yo, Duya, I seen little Duya do some moves, some Euro step move the other day. I said, yo, on the IG, I said, yo, his bag's a little different. Yeah, that's what I was laughing at.
He's dunking now and stuff.
Yeah, I said, oh, his bag's a little different. But yeah, man, like, if I get what you're saying, but it's just what I'm saying about our system, about the system, the NBA system, the draft system. If Bronny, who averaged 6 points a game, can get picked in the second round,
and give it an extra point.
Did he average 6?
4.
Oh, 4. So he averaged 4 points a game. Can get picked second round, 55th pick, right? But right. Dior can't. If Dior leads a team, a UCF team, to an Elite 8 or a Final Four, averaging a dub, he's not gonna get the love.
No, I mean, I'm trying to tell you how they be thinking.
I get it. But it leads me to my point. No matter how good you do, they're going to bring up this right here. This is the reason to cut you short. This is the reason to make so you fall to a later pick. This is the reason to make teams say, "Oh, I don't know about him," instead of saying, "Well, this man's a grown man. This is back when he was a kid." It's like that. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's it right there. That's Dior. Only person that can stop Dior is Dior. He sees these people don't want him to succeed. All right, respectfully, I'm gonna stay out the way.
Skill set, because the skill set is elite, man. Let's not even play with that.
Nah,
it's elite, man.
Yeah, it's definitely elite level. And what's name had a point? Where Media had a point? Right here, he had a point. That right there. Now he played in so many different schools, colleges, systems. he knows a lot of systems. So going into the NBA,
that's a great point. That's a
going
great
to the-
point.
then you're going to be going to a college system now. Isn't UCF Division One?
Yeah, they play in the Big 12.
Yeah, they did. They're Division One college. Then you go into one of those systems. Then by the time you get to the NBA, there is not going to be a system that you won't be able to learn like that.
Right.
To fit in. You think what I'm saying? Every system relates to another system. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like every system relates in some way.
That's the best. That's the best comp I've seen, man, or heard. Gilbert Arenas. That's what his game is like.
Yo, he's saying that. That made me think like, oh shit, that's who it is. It reminds me a lot of Washington Wizards Gilbert.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I believe that's it. I believe that gets him in. But
yeah, no, that would be a late first round pick. Yeah, definitely.
What they're gonna bring up, well, because of your character, because of this situation, we don't know if you have. Well, yes, he has, motherfucker. Obviously, he made it through a whole season without being in trouble or staying at the public's eye. Besides ESPN, so what do you mean you don't think like that's crazy? He does have.
I agree with you, Kingsley. I agree with you, man. Definitely has an NBA game.
We just mentioned this because, like, yo, I heard, like I said, I got brought to by Nero. Nero was like, yo, cuz, do you hear him talking about little cousin? I'm like, what do you mean? And he was like, yo, look at this. And I've watched the podcast.
No, I wanted to.
I'm not saying that the wrong one. It's an opinion. It's an opinion. I get it. It's an opinion. But to go ahead and say it's nothing to be hyped about, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's two kids that, you know, a whole group of kids that, you know, can get how many games they're going to win. Well, how many kids are going to get kicked off the team first? Let's make a bet about that first. Like, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's weird. Like, I get it. How about this? Just stick to your honest opinion. How many games do they win? Do you dig what I'm saying? If you don't believe it can work and there's all this second chance you and felons on teams and all this stuff, what I want to let you know, bro, is that if you go to a college and you're in college saying this, your best friend's probably graping one of these college girls, and you just approve of it, stupid. But that's okay because he's doing it secretly. It's like, get out of here.
And you know who he reminds me of too in the NBA? Anthony Simons.
He has that explosive first step type of game. He can pull up if he needs to be. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, he's a walking bucket. He's definitely a bucket, man. He's a bucket getter.
He's definitely walking 2 points. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah,
put him on the board, coach.
I can't even. There's nothing to really debate about that, but it's just the fact that they try to knock the talent because of the past.
Listen,
right?
Do you? If I'm out here, if one time they're like, you know, James is domestic violence, domestic abuse, him and his girlfriend got an argument, he grabbed her by the shirt, blah, blah, blah. It's one time in my whole life. It's like that man made a mistake when he was fucking 17, 18. He made a mistake. That shit happens 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like this thing got a problem. This man has a problem. He may be a liability. You know what I'm saying? But if it's one mistake, and not for nothing, let's put this out there. Once one issue happened, can you tell me that this man ain't been balling even harder and being even more focused than ever?
Yeah.
Like, can we put that out there? How he's taking more time of hanging out and being more behind the camera, doing little podcasts and little documentaries and shit. Like, can we add that he's been doing something positive with his time instead of being, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. How about that? We're not talking about that. We're failing to talk about any of that other stuff because all we want to do is look about what's important and what's clickbait instead of saying, well, you know, he's doing.
Everybody's journey is not the same, man. It's not. Maybe he has to go through this to make his so when he gets to the NBA level that he appreciates it more. And he had to go through a couple trials and tribulations to get to the next level. Everybody's not gonna make it like the way Bronny did. You know what I mean? Or even Bronny had to go through a heart attack.
Bronny had to go
it's not easy. None of this stuff is easy.
Listen, I'm not gonna sit there and say Bronny's a brush off. Bronny's definitely a developmental package, but when he gets right, Bronny got. I want to say almost. I feel like he almost got like a Baron Davis type game in a way.
Don't say that.
No, listen. Minus the get up ability.
Don't say that.
No, he gets busy. He just needs it. By the time he's developed, he can have a Baron Davis type game. By the time he's developed, he could.
He was crazy. That's one of my favorite point guards.
Like, listen, by the time he's developed, I didn't say now. By the time he's developed, he had the way his mentality and the way he carries his game himself is the Baron Davis. Baron Davis was the type of person that looked to pass. He looked to create. He just happened to have bounce. Yeah. That boy happened to have leaps, and he can shoot your face off. Bronny can shoot. He's proved that he can shoot. I haven't really seen him. I've seen him elevate. He ain't Baron Davis elevation, but like I said, once developed all the way, then.
Not yet. We're gonna talk about the WNBA. You want to do? Are you off tomorrow? You work tomorrow?
I am off tomorrow, my boy. I'm off all the way until
we'll
Sunday.
do a show tomorrow. We'll talk about that tomorrow. WNBA stuff. I wanted to get to the Stephen A. Stephen A. comment.
I'm yet to see whatever this clip is. So you
didn't see the clip yet.
Live reaction.
All right, so we're getting a live reaction from Biz. I'm just gonna play the clip and then we'll. It's not even a clip. It's like 14 minutes, but I'm gonna cut it off after he says what he says.
But on my mind right now is something I could have easily touched over yesterday, but I hadn't seen all of the BET Awards, but I saw it last night. And I'm going to get started with that because this past week, BET Awards, something we look forward to, something that we raise the demands, the credit where credit is due.
Can you give me some value? I can't even hear it. What do you see?
Can't hear him.
And philanthropy. Yesterday we talked about Will Smith's performance. Remember that? Usher's Lifetime Achievement Award, the subsequent speech. Remember that? Well, today, somehow, some way, I've got to talk about something else I noticed that caught my eye. And I'm sure y'all saw it. And if you didn't see it, I would encourage you to go back and see it because I'm pretty pissed off about it. Did y'all see the in memoriam segment paying tribute to quote Black excellence in terms of that we unfortunately lost this year? The individuals that we lost. Clarence Avon, Mays, Gossett Jr., Dexter Scott King, just to name a few.
Do you hear it now?
Okay. However, there was a notable silence from the crowd when the image of O.J. Simpson appeared on the big screen. You may recall O.J. Simpson died this past April after a battle with cancer. Yes, he is known for being a Hall of Fame on the football field, out of USC and ultimately with the Buffalo Bills in his NFL career, but he was also accused of double murder. His ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and Ronald Goldman, back in 1994, the 30-year anniversary was just the other day, last month, June 12th to be exact. OJ was acquitted of those charges in 1995, but later found liable for their deaths a few years later in a civil trial. And the families of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman obviously criticized the BET Awards for paying tribute to Simpson, as well they should. I don't blame them one bit, and I'm going to say this to y'all. What's up? What's up? See, Jesse Collins Production Company, same man that produced the Super Bowl halftime show. Phenomenal producer. Produced the BET Awards. Okay? Constance Orlando, an executive VP, no doubt she was involved as an executive VP for BET. Scott Mills, he runs BET as well. He's been doing an exceptional job. I'm not here to cast any aspersions on them as individuals and the wonderful, wonderful work that they've done over the years. Let me be very, very clear. It's not for me to judge. Their body of work speaks for itself. I'm just talking about this one thing. And, you know, got Tia Mowry up there. She's giving an introduction, paying tribute to all of this. And then OJ's face pops up on the screen and you can hear the audience aghast. Clearly, everyone didn't approve of that. Clearly, most people were shocked by that, and they should be. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to call it like we see it. In the eyes of most people, regardless of an acquittal, O.J. Simpson is a double murderer. Yes,
I'm cutting it off right there.
Was convicted in a civil trial.
I'm cutting it off right there, man.
All right.
First of all, go ahead, man. Go ahead. What do you think about that?
Stephen A. has a right to his own opinion, but I think we got to read into all the facts because a lot of stuff. Well, what we need to do is we need to read into more. This is what's crazy is we need to read more into what's behind that, like the fact that when this was all going on, right? They held the fact that Nicole Simpson's fucking maintenance man was a fucking psycho killer that already killed, was called the baby blue-eyed killer. This is no facts. Like, you can go look this up right now. Her maintenance man was known as a serial killer. It's facts. It's out there. Pictures of them, all that. But my nigga. So
I said that. I said that at the beginning. I'm changing my name to Julia S. Scott, man. Stuart Scott's son.
Yeah. Do your S. Scott, do your C. Scott, man. One of the two, man.
They making he making Hollis Queens look bad, man.
Joe, man.
These comments.
You gotta they gotta look more into it. Do you hear what I'm saying? Because obviously he didn't look into it. He didn't go and look at the fact that there was a lot of evidence and a lot of things hidden that the prosecution and all that kept out from the defense using. Like the fact that Nicole Simpson's maintenance guy was a psycho killer. Not a psycho, was a serial killer that literally was obsessed with her. My man. Like, what are you talking about? Do you think what I'm saying? So, yes, I believed it. I stand corrected. I said OJ is guilty. This nigga is guilty until you start seeing the shit that was like all the stuff they had hidden from it, where they got all the documentaries and you go look up the proof. It's like, damn, man. Holy shit. He said some Cambria Heights.
Saying all business. Yeah, man. That was like, wow, man.
Like, I don't care what the
BT man is dead. Like, the man is gone. He's resting. Why throw dirt on his name? And this is not the first time that Stephen A. like used OJ to get it. You know, I feel like the
OJ's too. Like, come on.
He get the pat on the back from the good old boys when he do that. Oh, good job there, Stephen. Like, you did a good old job today. You get a nice pat on the back. Get to ride his little coon train. And I don't like saying that type of stuff, man. But I feel like it's crazy because they both try to come at each other from the two different spectrums. But Stephen A. and Whitlock is really in the same space at this.
They really just need to agree with each other and have their own show.
Right. It's like crazy because
you need to.
Even they try to be this George Jefferson brother, but like
he's really not. And then you know what's up? This one, I'm gonna be real with you. Still in all, it goes Nick Wright, Uncle Shannon, and then
wait a minute. You got Nick over Shannon?
What? My boy Nick is gonna stay my favorite. Nick is different. Nick is funny as shit. He knows he's biased. Nick knows he's biased. Will defend the fact that, and this is because this is probably being around P so much. He knows he's biased. Will defend the fact that he's biased. Will have so many hard facts, Pauls, that about what he's talking about that's biased that makes you almost believe, shit, he has a point. But Nick also knows when he's wrong. When he's wrong, he will be like, you know, this, and he will give the credit where it's due. Nick is all around funny. He's willing to do the have.
I say Nick is number one in the non-players. Like the people that didn't play the game, he's like number one for me. Yeah, I'll give him that. I think the best is Shannon as a player. Shannon and Paul Pierce, I love too. Paul Pierce be having me dying.
Yeah, but
Paul Pierce.
Paul and them, I feel like be capping a lot. Like they do a lot of, Because they do a lot like, yeah, I had LeBron scared and this and the third. And you see the game and he talking about he had LeBron scared. LeBron dropped 40 on his neck. And you're like,
that's why we having me dying with him because he thinks that he was that guy. And Paul Pierce is a great player, top 75 player, but he talks like he scored like Will.
Yo,
he be having me dying with that. And then Keyshawn be bringing up the wheelchair. Yo, that should be having me
man.
On Gil's Arena too, man. Gil's Arena. I fuck with them boys.
You know who I fuck with is the what is my boys? Channing Chowder. What is it? Shannon Chowder?
Oh, Channing, what's there? The Pivot.
The Pivot, yeah.
Ryan Clark and them.
Yeah, I fuck with the Pivot. Because Ryan, I fuck with them heavy too. Oh, Up in Smoke too. Up in Smoke is literally probably my second favorite.
Really? See, I don't watch them like that no more.
Because they
Jackson be wanting to fight people too more. Kenyon Martin be wanting to fight too, though.
You know what it reminds me of? Up in Smoke is kind of like me and you in a way, because they be coming up with debates where they be like disagreeing, but someone will make a valid point where it was like, God damn, you kind of got a point. You think what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's straight up. They're honest about everything. Like, yeah,
I thought we're like a Cam and Mace.
we kind of are too, but like I feel like we have like them too because we it's known that I'm a smoker, so I smoke CBD. Yeah. I smoke CBD for my muscle.
CBD.
CBD.
Gil's Arena, that's my favorite one, man. Of the players.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go with Shannon. Shannon's my favorite. Then it's Up in Smoke.
Shannon goes. Yeah, Shannon's
then the Pivot. Then Gil's. Then I got I was heavy on SVP. What is it? Not SVP. Keyshawn, Jason, and what is it?
Yeah, they took them boys up. That was my favorite show on ESPN. Keyshawn, Jay, and Max.
Yep.
That was the illest show, man.
Too for those was my top 5 right there, though, as far as players. But
he said y'all not as disrespectful as it is what it is.
Nah. I mean, but like as far as like non-players, it's Nick and then it's Stephen A. Like that's what Nick, Stephen A. And then what's my one Asian girl? Oh man, she be with Marcus Spears, man.
Oh, what you talking about? What's her name, man?
Marcus Spears. That's Marcus Spears' like little sister, man. Like they love it.
On First Take too.
Yeah, I forgot the little Asian girl. She's on point. Like she be knowing her.
She does
shit.
Football though. She knows her football.
She be knowing her shit though. I fucked with her because of that. She helped me get one of my winners. I ain't gonna hold you.
Damn, what's her name, man? I can't remember her name right now.
I can't. I don't want to say it's Lucy. I think it is Lucy. Is it? I don't know, man. But I don't want to fucking drag.
Trying to throw Lucy on her.
I don't want to drag her, but I swear I want to. I be
Mina Kimes. That's her name.
Yeah, her. She's fucking good.
Oh, football's right around the corner. We're going to be having our bet sheets. I think it's like 60 days left.
I'm going to listen. We're going to put this out now for anybody that sees it. Claim your team. Look at what team you want to claim, because the first NFL episode we do, stand on that shit from the jump. I don't want nobody saying, "Oh, I said this team later in the year." None of that shit.
You talking about me, man?
No, we've been here. We know when the Jets go wrong, we always have a second and third team. We know what it is. What I'm saying is, we still ride with the Jets no matter what, though. We'd still ride with them. We don't just. Aaron Rodgers got injured, bro, and we was still supporting the Jets from week 1, even when they was in the shambles.
I mean, I always gonna support it. Just Lamar Jackson is my favorite player, man, in the league. So I'm always for Lamar. But I don't think Baltimore is going to be doing that much this year. But we'll see, though, because, I mean, Derrick Henry, you think Derrick Henry still got something left?
Bro, when you have a running quarterback, and the way they're going to play it, the shotgun, the pistol, when they got the running back here and Derrick Henry behind them, then they're going to slap. So they can do they're going to fuck people up, bro. they're gonna fuck people up. Like they're gonna fuck people up.
He talking about the Giants.
Yo, we're going to the first. We're going to that. Yo, Giants Vikings is the first game of the year for them. Nero wants to go to, so we was gonna go to that shit.
Who's the Giant? Who's the quarterback for the Vikings?
Sam Darnold right now.
Jesus.
JJ. They said JJ's.
How the hell they think? How the hell they think they're gonna pay that man all that money and they can't even get him a viable quarterback to get him the ball?
They better get JJ's shit right.
Damn, McCarthy, right? JJ McCarthy from Michigan. That's who they drafted.
Yeah,
we'll see what he's
with JJ. With old JJ instead of Bo Nixon.
It's gonna be an interesting season. You think that before we get out of here? Kirk Cousins went to Atlanta Falcons, bro.
Atlanta, he gonna show out at Atlanta, though. Them young boys over there. He better show ass.
Shit, you think that he's gonna I think is gonna take his job, man. My son from that was in the national championship. The left with the lefty, not the national championship in the playoff. From Washington.
Penix, Michael Penix.
Yeah, Michael Penix. I like Penix, man. He's like a warm moon for me.
I forgot. He a left warm. Yeah, he's
like a warm moon.
They said he had the best Columbine College day of all quarterbacks. They said that boy was
Penix
like. They said he was 20 of 20 on targets. Every pass was where it needed to be. Receivers was in stride. I said, that's crazy. That's different.
Kirk Cousins. I thought Kirk Cousins. If they didn't have Brock Purdy, they would have signed Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins would have went over to the San Francisco 49ers and would have won an MVP with all that. If they talk about Brock Purdy winning the MVP, what do you think Kirk Cousins would have did over there?
Who do you think that? But we're gonna end on this, and then we'll come back tomorrow morning and
pick it right back up. We're gonna pick the NFL talk up tomorrow early.
We'll do some baseball. We'll do a little bit of WNBA.
Go ahead and ask the question, because I need to. You better not ask me that new fucking Brock, because I'm gonna give you the honest truth about this nigga.
What do you think about? Do you think the Kansas City? All right, no, I'm gonna give you this question. I actually heard this question on. I think it was First Take. So, who has the best chance of three-peating? Kansas City Chiefs, UConn Huskies, or what's the other team that won two championships in a row? Damn, I'm forgetting another team. Damn, I messed up the question.
Because no matter who you was going to say, I was going to go with Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs, okay.
No matter who you were going to say, I was going to go with Kansas City Chiefs. I don't care if it was Denver Nuggets, Boston Celtics.
No. It's the Kansas City Chiefs, UConn Huskies, or the WNBA's
Las Vegas?
Vegas Aces.
South Carolina girl. Who has the most chance of going back to back?
Three-peat.
Las Vegas Aces.
I knew it.
That changes a lot.
I know it changes a lot.
They are stacked. Yo, that's like having Kobe, Shaq, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and LeBron all on the same team.
Kelsey went in the other night. Yeah, she went in the other night.
Oh man, because Kelsey, because if you gotta look at it like if Kelsey and play, if Vegas plays a team like Chicago Sky or something like that, Kelsey Plum is like your equivalent to your Angel Reese. She can give you what Angel Reese can give you. You dig what I'm saying? No one's giving you what Wilson's giving you. Wilson's giving you a 30-point triple double.
She got a chance to be the highest scoring average in WNBA history. Diana Taurasi has it with 26 a game, I believe. Asia Wilson right now is at 25, so she gives us a few more 30-point games. She got a chance to get that.
She's giving that. Right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say the Vegas, man.
Vegas, right?
That does change everything.
I think Vegas is gonna play. Vegas is probably gonna play New York or Connecticut. Connecticut or New York is gonna play them. Seattle's good too, though. Seattle's real good.
Whoever they play, Vegas is going to run it the fuck up because Wilson is hard to stop. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
He's different. But yeah, we definitely got to pick up tomorrow, man. Let me know what time we active, and we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna pick it up for the people. Give them the whole weekend, the whole week, the holiday. Yeah,
I'm off until Monday, and then
until I'm off
work for a couple of days. Then I gotta go. I'm gonna bring my equipment to Atlantic City, so we can do a show there too.
Ooh. Yeah. I might have to change my scenery up then too. Give you a beat scenery.
So we're out, y'all. Thank you everybody for tuning in, tapping in with us. It's your boy Do Your Stu Scott.
I'm your boy Busy Van Pelt.
And we out of here, man, for the beat.
Right. Boom, boom, boom. BB had to do it to him. Cock back if a nigga front, I'ma pop that. Got straps, you don't want smoke, you better stop that. Real nigga, there's certain shit that I do not jack. Plus I got some killers on my side and they do not rap. Fake nigga, there's certain questions we do not ask. Perk